So Tarantino has come out saying the same stuff we've been saying for ages, and it's good to see from Quentin Tarantino because I respect the shit out of the guy, and you know that he doesn't play all that woke shit. But let's dive into the clip, and I'll give my thoughts on it.
But there has become a thing that's gone on. It seems like in this, especially this last year, where what's the word I'm looking? Ideology is more important than art.
Way more, certainly to the awards.
Yeah. And it's just, it's like, ideology trumps art. Ideology trumps individual effort. Ideology trumps good. Ideology trumps entertaining.
There's two kinds of movies, virtue signalers and superhero movies.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
So that was what he had to say there. And this is exactly the reason why we don't get good entertainment anymore. Because it's all about ideology. It's all about the message. And what you got to understand is, see where even though these films do fail, and the ones that are planned will fail, they don't care about that. That's not what they're there for. They're there purely to put their messaging in it. Propaganda. Because that's exactly what it is. Because they want everyone to think like them, and if you don't, you should be cancelled. And this is the reason that they hijack already existing franchises. Is because they know it won't stand on its own 2 feet if they came up with their own idea. Because the fact is, you do get people that just consume, they don't really see it. And it's understandable. I never seen it until Supergirl, the TV show. That was when I came across a video from Eric July. It was Young Ripper 59. So go and subscribe over there. That's a great channel. But yeah, it was his video to do with obviously the feminist stuff in Supergirl. And it is like being in a dark room and someone smashes the window open and he's like, now I can't unsee it. So whatever I watch now, you just see it all the time and it's irritating. So you do get, there is the people that do still go and see all these, like your sequel trilogies and stuff like that. They don't really see that sort of stuff. Because sometimes it is subtle, but we're now moving into the realm where everything's on the nose. They're not even subtle about it anymore. Like we've seen with have you seen the recent trailer for Karen? That's the most on-the-nose fucking film trailer I've ever seen. That's going to be a great laugh to review, that is. But yeah, this is the issue why Hollywood just keep pumping out garbage, because they're not interested in entertaining people. They've forgotten that we are the customer. But they think you've got to be good enough to like be my fan, rather than you think, no, I'm the customer. You're supposed to try and get me to go and see your film. But they don't see it that way. They don't understand that the people that pay to get in the cinema are the customers. They're not just fans or anything like that. No, they're customers. So if someone pays money to go and watch your film, they don't want to see you going, all white people are racist. You in the audience, you're a racist shitbag. It's like, they don't understand that, no, we're the customer. Anywhere else, that shit doesn't fly. If I go into a shop and someone spoke that way, they'd get fucking sacked. But they seem to think you treat the fans like shit and they still come back. It's like, we just go, well, no, we'll take our money elsewhere. But that's what I'm saying. They don't care about making money. I did think it was, they just didn't realise that they were losing money. They were going to be losing a lot more money. But I don't think it's the higher ups do want to make money. But it's the people they hire. They don't give a shit who makes, if people make money off something. It's all about the message. Everything is pushed with a message. Because they're just crazy. So it's good to see Tarantino like seeing that anyway. But yeah, like you said, ideology is now more important than art. They don't give a shit about making anything that's great, as long as it gets people to watch it and it's just got the message in it. That's it. And I mean, with the already existing franchises, you're still going to get an audience. So that is the reason why they just hijack already existing stuff. They hijack stuff from your childhood and all that stuff that you grew up with, and then they just poison it. And I mean, some of the people are just full of shit when they talk all their woke bollocks. But a lot of them are just completely full of shit. It's just fear. They're scared to be anything other than a far leftist, woke weirdo. That's why the majority of the people that are fully in it are the writers, the directors, and people like that. Because they just sneak their way into companies and then completely change everything around. You had Disney doing their critical race theory teachings, like the staff had to do. You had CocaCola that done it and all. Like forcing their staff to take a course about how to be less white. So, I don't know if the higher-ups are even worried about money either. I would think they were. But, I mean, maybe they're at the point they're scared to say something in their own company. They just let their staff run riot. They hire inclusion officers and all that. But, yeah, it's all about the message. Everything is about the message. They don't give a shit about entertaining us. They don't care about the customers. It's either all about them and all about their message. And that's why Hollywood at the moment is pretty much dead. All you've got is people like Quentin Tarantino, really. And he's going to be doing his last film, then he's gone. But it's a lot of it's... They keep hiring these people that they don't even have the skill set. They have no sort of resume that would point to that they've got the experience to handle an entire project. But that's because it's not about that. It's about what do you think politically. That's what it's about. That's what they hire people based on. They talk all this diversity stuff, but they don't care about all they care about. If you agree with them, that's it. That's why we've seen them. If a black person says something else, they go, "Oh well, you're an Uncle Tom." It's like you've just been going around calling people racist, and then you just say that to a black guy. That's what I mean. They don't care about diversity. They don't care about diversity of thought. They only give a shit about black people, gay people, if they agree with them. If you're on the opposite end, you're the fucking devil to these people. But yeah, I think that's all I've got to say on that for now. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.